Hello, Bessie Connie here. I'm starting out with this project. It's with the heat gun, and this is what your project's gonna look like, or what this project's gonna look like. I used mica powder and epoxy resin, and I mixed 4 different colors, and I used it on an old license plate, so you can upcycle an old license plate. I am going to put this on my car. It's going to be on the front, not the back. The back is for the policeman and whoever needs to track my car or whatever. The front is for whatever. And I used to have an old license plate on there that had something else on it, and it was not what I wanted, so I did this on the other side. So this is an upcycled license plate, and you can do shikari boards, wood boards, epoxy resin boards. You have to prepare your board with multi-purpose paint. You want to sand the board before you do it and wipe it down with alcohol and get the dust off of it. And you want to mix your mica powder and your epoxy resin. I did 4 different colors. This is a very beginner-friendly, easy project. It's this white was mixed with titanium white and mica powder mix. It makes it very white. It's good for waves. It's good for clouds. See how white it is? It's so pretty. But anyway, let's just keep on going here. It doesn't matter where you put it. The heat gun makes it blend. I'm going to cover up the holes because I'm going to use a drill to drill in where I want to put it on the car. You can do it, like I say, you can do it on bamboo cutting boards. You can do it on a resin poured board. If you have a mold that's a cutting board, you can pour your board and then you can decorate it this way. So it doesn't matter where you pour it. It's beginner friendly, and those cups aren't exactly a paintbrush. It just comes out when it wants to come out. You can bend them to make them more pointed. See how I'm pouring it that way? That one is more of a precise way to pour. But it still wants to come out when it wants to come out. This reminds me of When the Moon is in the 7th House. You remember that song? I don't know if you're that old, but that was, I don't know who sang that song. I can't remember who sang that song. I wish I could remember. Anyway, I'd probably get in trouble if I did sing any more of it. But anyway, that was a long time ago, back in the 60s. That was back in the psychedelic world. I was born in the 50s, 58, matter of fact. I have arthritis in my hands, so I used to paint But this is my way of painting now. I paint with a stick. As you can see, I'm using a stick, and it's working in a heat gun. A heat gun kind of blends it out. And you put it on there, and you fill in the little holes that I have where it didn't get filled in. I don't want to just pour it in there. I just want to put a little bit in there. Just a tiny bit there. There you go, right there. Just keep placing where you want to put it. It's like a piece of art, but it's going to be wherever you want to put it. In your kitchen, on the wall, on a board. And if you do it with food-safe resin, you can serve food on it. Or if you don't have food-safe resin, you can always do it with regular resin and top it with food-safe resin when you get it. As at the end of this video, I'm going to cover it with another type of resin and put a coat over it, because I'm going to put my name of my channel, and it is going to change. Hopefully you all are going to get the notification of its change. It's called Adventures with Messy Connie. Resin Adventures with Messy Connie. And that right there, I just dumped a whole pile of blue right there in the middle, because my hand was getting tired. And it still blended really pretty. It looked like an island in the middle of or not an island, but an ocean right in the middle of the board. I still have a little bit left in there. So I'm using everything. And it only takes 4 ounces of resin to cover this license plate. This is more of the white. If you're wondering how much resin it takes to cover this. 4 ounces, and I separated 4 ounces into these colors, and it was 1 ounce each color, and I mixed it, and that's what we're seeing right now is 4 ounces. And I did top it with 4 more ounces. So a total of 8 ounces of resin to do this. So it's a very inexpensive project also, other than whatever you put it on. Of course, this was an upcycled license plate, so that was free. And I'm going to put some more white on top of this, because I want that white to show up right there. I'm going to use a stick to put it on, I think, right here. Yep, there's my stick. I want to put it right there in the middle. This video was supposed to come out last night, but it just didn't come out. This is going to be published tonight, this Saturday night. There were so many videos coming out last night, it was just It just got lost in the publishing. So it's going to be published this afternoon. I'm going to publish it tonight. There goes my air conditioner again. A heater, I should say. It's been going non-stop. It's confused with the weather. It's hot and cold outside. It's hot in the house. It's cold in the house. It can't understand what's going on. It was 55 degrees yesterday, and it was 45 today. It was 22 last night. It's like, what's going on with the weather? We're all going to be sick again. My brother and I were sick in December. My mother was sick. There we go. We're done with this stage of the game. We're going to let that sit for about 2 minutes and let that... Here we go with the heat gun. Watch close how this... I'm going to let that just heat up a little bit. You don't want to do the heat gun in no spot for too long because it'll flash cure or it'll overheat it and it will make a hot spot. You want to just blend it, and you don't want to overheat it because you'll lose all your colors. You just want to blend it. And this is a good way to make waves. If you're making a wave board, it's just heating it up. Watch how it heats up. There it goes. It's starting to heat up. See how it's starting to run off? Okay, now there's where I put my words on there. You want to wait until it's cured totally, like overnight, and put your words on. I use stickers that I bought from Amazon. It's just alphabet gold stickers, and I made sure no bubbles were in through it. And you top them with UV resin or whatever, and you can just put them straight on there if you don't have UV resin. And then I am using another type of, it's a tabletop resin, and this stuff is so clear. Look how clear that stuff is. I did not use Let's Resin because it's too thick. I wanted it to pour over the board and let it run off, and I wanted it to be, and I think I found something in there. No? Look how clear that is. It's so pretty. And there's the new boat. There's my new name. Epoxy Resin. I'm sorry. Resin Adventures with Messy Connie. YouTube.com or YouTube.com. Messy. And I'm getting tongue twisted. You can read. And you want to move your board around because that board was very level. It was very level, and it was just sitting, so I wanted to tip it a little bit. And you want to let that sit. I used cat boxes that I buy from Dollar Tree, and I line it with plastic. That way I just peel the plastic right out, and either I throw the plastic away or it comes right off the plastic. I usually use garbage bags, and it peels right off the garbage bags. But in this segment, I did not use a garbage bag. So. And I did use a file. See the white stand underneath the license plate there? I think you can see it. It kind of lifts it up off the plastic so it drips. You want to cover the back of your board or your license plate with tape. That way the drips will be easy to take off. You just heat up the back of your project with your heat gun and use not a sharp knife, but a craft knife, and go in between your project and your tape, and it just peels right off when it's heated up. But that's the easy way to do it. Otherwise, you're going to be